Another important part of understanding your algorithms is understanding exactly how the code in your algorithm executes. This is very important, especially for interviews. They're going to expect sometimes that you would write the code on a Word document or any other text editor and actually explain how the code would execute in your mind. This will make you the compiler, and actually, this will force you to really think on how the code would execute and how the variable would update as the code goes through. So, a good way to do this is to use pythontutor.com because this is an online compiler that actually gives you a visual representation of how the code executes. Now, you are not going to have this available to you at an interview, or at least I doubt that you will, but this way you can actually practice and write down how the code would execute. My recommendation to you is that you learn how the code for each algorithm is going to execute by using this tool and then do it manually once you have learned it enough. So let's go ahead and do the example of the previous algorithm. So the first thing you do is that down here where it reads write code, you can paste the code for the algorithm that you want to practice. And as you can see, I have it right here. It's the same algorithm we wrote in the previous lesson. And then I'm going to click visualize execution. And then from here, all you have to do is click next, and you're going to see how the algorithm executes. So here is going to actually make the call to the print function, which calls the has duplicate function that we created. And from here, you're going to see how it tracks the variables and how the set is empty at the beginning and how it starts going through the for loop, how it goes through the conditional. And in this case, since we don't have that email, you can see how it adds actually the email to the set. And we go again with the second person in the list, and so on and so forth. So this is a great way for you to learn how your algorithm executes. So my recommendation, once again, come here and do this for every algorithm we practice. Make sure that you fully understand how the code is executing. And then once you're done with this, I sincerely suggest that you write it down and that you rehearse it. And you have to get to a point where you can actually look at the code and know how it's going to execute. And this is going to make you great for interviews, and also is going to help you once you're looking at real code, how the code is running, and it's going to help you spot bugs actually even before you test the code.